Greetings everybody. So the blue paper is out, and that document is there to serve people who are advisors, software developers, and early adopters so that they can know things about how the Safex marketplace intertwines with the Safex blockchain, the Safex token, the Safex cash. And that document is very important because it helps to serve who's here today and who will come and join us in the future so they know how we can put this together and make this a very successful project. Now, furthermore, I want to talk about the new website that we launched and the inspiration where that comes from. So there's the moon in that we have all this astronaut stuff, we have this moon stuff, and it really comes from that time when the USA flew to the moon with their rockets, and in order to get there, there was like massive amounts of innovations that had to go into that in order for that to be successful. So every time people are like saying moon, 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 really it has nothing to do with prices, in my opinion. It has to do with, the innovations that are coming from behind the scenes of what's actually happening in this decentralized blockchain world. So that's that. And the Lambo also, you have brakes and engines and all this kind of stuff. It all has to do with innovations. It has nothing really to do with going to the moon. Really has nothing to do with driving a Lamborghini. It's about being the best that you are and innovating on what you're working on. So I think another thing that's super important that everybody ought to know about by now is this thing called Balkaneum that I've been alluding to constantly. So Balkaneum is an open source software development company that I had started for Serbia. That means that we're going to be hiring many people to do things like software development and community outreach about cryptocurrencies in Serbia. Serbia is such an important place for me because it plays a huge role in inspiring me because of all the old trade routes that used to go through this part of the world. And since I got here a year and a half ago, I come to get to know a lot of people, and there's huge opportunities for bringing talented people together and creating some amazing things. And that's what Balkaneum is doing, is bringing talented engineers to the open source community and moving cryptocurrency forward into the world. So yeah, look forward to sharing a lot more of the information about Balkaneum as we start to grow, because we are already beginning to hire, we already have planned out our offices and things like this. So it is the most important thing for Safex right now, because that's where all the development resources will be coming from, and things will get very consistent, things will be very persistent going forward, because we'll have continuous 24/7 software development going on in our entire space. So if you hear me, you know why Balkaneum is so important to us. And in the last point, wow, we have over 10,000 wallets. That's very important news, because before people used to keep their coins on the exchanges. The exchange is not cryptocurrency. Buying and selling coins on exchanges and keeping them there and just that's not cryptocurrency. It's when you take it down into your wallet, when you're using private keys, when you're sending people money to their public keys, when you're dealing with them in a secure way, using paper wallets, when you're importing the private keys into secure places. That's cryptocurrency. So I'm really proud that so many people have learned how wallets work, how private keys work, how you can send coins to other people with public keys. And it makes people really, from what I've noticed, is everyone has now had to take the effort and learn about what it is that they actually have, because they can't just dump it on an exchange anymore. You actually have to take ownership of what it is that you bought. So I'm really glad about that, and see you in the bright future for Safex.